allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
Over here, if you please. There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
I heard a rumor that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Fascinating.
Indeed, though it is not widely known among the common folk. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
I brought the number that you requested. I'll take it this will be enough.
Aye, nicely done. Giddy, you lot. Here's your payment.
Thank you kindly, sir. Ordinarily, coin like this would take me half a year to earn.
And I'll thank you to spend it wisely. Don't go drawing undue attention onto yourself, or that'll be the last you get. An ox cart travelling a night is suspicious enough in its own right, if 'twere known that I'm carrying pawns across the border.
I know, and I'll take care of it, I swear it. Contact me again when you've need of more cargo, won't you? What is it? I've done naught worth following me over. Pray, let me go. Hold, I beg you. I'll tell you what there is to know. I was approached by a battalion merchant I met at the border checkpoint. He offered me a coin in exchange for rounding up pawns. Aye, I know. Here in Vermund, there's nary a deed more abhorrent. But you have to understand, my gambling debts were like to drown me. I needed coin, and I needed it fast. I know not where they've been taken. Pray, believe me. Here, take this. 'Tis a document I got from that merchant. If word of this should reach the palace, I'd no doubt be disciplined. I might even lose my post. I'll give you all the gold I got today. So pray, I beg you, will you let me go? I swear I'll ne'er do aught like this again. Oh, I suppose 'twas too much to hope for. 'Tis all over for me now.
Many thanks. We'll take it from here, sir. Worry not, he'll receive his due soon enough. Till then, he'll be made comfortable in the dungeons.
Wait for the new equipment to come in. My feet all day. My legs are as lead.
I'll have to remember this place.
No easy answers here.
Can hardly afford a carrot.
Is this where you've been all this time? 'Tis rather far from where we agreed to meet up.
Silence cultivates wisdom.
I'll feel a sight better.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Batal in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happen upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phasus. I passed an eye o'er it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not, and if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course. Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering how you were getting on. Have you learned aught of the intent? No progress as yet, then?
I've more time than I know how to spend.
The only person I believe in is myself.
Boots laced, nails strapped. I'm ready for so tired. Barely the vintage.
Mustn't let it burn. My sincerest apologies. Lady Wilhelmina is attending to a patron at present. My sincerest... Lady Wilhelmina is attending to a patron at present.
What was I to do today?
Good to see you, Master.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
Do stop and have a look? I've wares of every...
I attended to the day's
Come to think of it, when I reflect upon my time as a mage, I can only assume I did not live up to your expectations. Now I am an archer. I shall fire upon our foes from afar and watch over those who fight at the vanguard.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I...
You have my fullest confidence. Yes, Your Majesty? Ah, so you've encountered the Phantom Ox cart from the rumors. To be precise, the letter of the law does not forbid the abduction of pawns. However, in our sovereign-ruled kingdom, crude treatment of the pawns who so loyally serve our liege is an act decried by all. If one were to sell them for personal gain, they would doubtless be censured no matter their station. And this letter, by its make and the quality of the parchment, I can only surmise 'tis of the like used in the palace. We ought to assume a member of the court has a hand in this matter. But for what purpose are these pawns being gathered? And where are they being taken? I have a proposal, Your Majesty. Should we ascertain the pawn's destination, perchance we will discover the intent behind this plot. Yet if we question the driver haphazardly, this mission will be over before it begins. I bid Your Majesty follow the ox cart without arousing suspicion, that you might divine where it is headed. Alternatively, mayhap Your Majesty could assume the guise of a pawn and await pickup in a likely location. I leave the choice to Your Majesty's discretion.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can. This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Hello Phước Thịnh nha.
Perhaps this will seem...
Pray, light your lantern, Master.
Dễ quá hay sao? Không thấy nó ở đây nữa.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I...
Cái ghế ở đây đó. Chỗ ông đang nóng à? Chỗ tôi đang mưa lạnh vậy. Chỗ mình khá nóng, nhưng mà bật điều hòa cả ngày nên là cũng bình thường. Giờ phải chờ đến lúc trời lặn. Làm gì cho lúc trời lặn được à? Tranh thủ làm cái quét này. Không có hướng dẫn à? Thư viết rồi. Mises. Tìm thằng này ở đâu ta? Mises. Có thể không tra được tên thằng này luôn. Magister. Nhớ không nhầm thì anh ở khu Tân Bình cùng khu... Không, mình ở Bình Thạnh. Tân Bình là cái chỗ mình làm. Mình cần mang cái lá thư này đến chỗ thằng Magister.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After you, Arisen.
We have yet to explore all the corners of this place. It would be a shame if aught were overlooked.
Quite right. No sense doing things by halves.
Bọn nó bảo mình chưa khám phá hết chỗ này á. Quái thì còn cái gì nữa. Chiều tan cái Bình về Bình Thạnh chắc kẹt xe phát điên đấy. Mình thấy cũng bình thường. Cả giờ mình đi làm với giờ mình đi về thì nó đường nó đông thôi chứ nó cũng không kẹt. Hôm nào đen lắm thì kẹt xíu ở cái đoạn đường Trường Sơn từ sân bay đi ra.
I'll turn you into a pincushion. I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar.
What is it? Have you brought me something to sate my unquenchable thirst for knowledge? A book, perchance? No, a letter, is it? Let's see here. But know that tonight the moon shall again be shrouded in a veil of gossamer clouds, awaiting the return of the sun's warming glow. Well, well. I'd not thought Disa the capacity for such refinement. 'Tis a love letter of a sort.
Thư tình.
One that draws on ancient symbolism to convey its message. The moon represents a woman, the sun, a man. Put simply, what this letter means to communicate is, I miss you. Ha! A surprisingly saccharine sentiment coming from the Queen Regent. Would you not agree? I know not who this Phasis is, though 'tis safe to say that Disa is rather invested in him. What concerns me is this godsway mentioned in the first line. If we can take this letter at its word, and 'twas indeed granted to the Queen Regent, we can surmise that it must be something tangible, an object. As to what manner of object, however, I can only begin to guess, and I'm not one for pointless conjecture. I suspect someone of Batali heritage might be able to tell you more.
Yeah.
Not live to regret this.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Có thể nào mặc set gợi đòn như cast kia không á?
But you are the Arisen, are you not?
Cái gì đây?
Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you, if you would hear. However, it's a matter best kept from prying ears. Might we not move to a more discreet?
Đồ kia thì chỉ có cái class Trickster mặc được thôi.
Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis a regalia sword, one of the kingdom's treasures. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, I have stolen it from the masquerade hall where 'twas on display. A duplicate now rests in its place, and I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden, lest the ruse be discovered. Generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Disa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis fractured, and has lost much of its former luster. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve as a symbol of your authority, Sir Arisen. Indeed, when the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless elevate your standing in the eyes of the people. And I must confess, having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown rather fond of it. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Sir Arisen.
Thanh kiếm bị mòn. Kiếm gì mẹ? cannot be equipped as a weapon.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
Ah, 'tis you. I thank you for coming to see me, but I'm afraid I have no new information to share at present. You have aught you wish to show me, yes? And you've shared it with Captain Brandt. Then pray allow me to see it as well. A soldier who had dealings with that phantom ox cart from the rumors gave you this? I'm not sure there's much I can... Wait. This handwriting. It couldn't be. Ah, forgive me. I fear I was mistaken. I shall entrust this matter to Captain Brandt.
What the... Thằng này nó biết mà nó không nói.
Though I cannot be sure how 'twill aid us, I do believe there... And should you learn...
Oh. Find someone. Sửa thanh kiếm.
Though, and should you learn something, would you be so kind as to share it with me? Truly? Then my mother and this man are... My thanks for looking into this. Alas, I had hoped 'twould be of greater use to our cause.
14k. Oh.
What business have you here? You might have ingratiated yourself with the Regent Kin, but that doesn't mean that you can come and go as you please. Wait a moment. What's that you've got there?
Chết, bị bắt quả tang gì rồi?
Perhaps I underestimated you. Thank you for bringing this letter to my attention. You will investigate this matter no further, assuming you do not wish aught to befall the Regent Kin.
Oh. Bị tịch thu lá thư tình rồi. Trời sắp tối rồi.
Allow me to lead the way. I should like to put my knowledge to good use.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Đợi đây.
If you wish it, I shall not move from this spot.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Tis a tad inconvenient that we can't share
Ồ,
equipment.
xe kia rồi.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Đợi đây.
It is about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Bao giờ xe nó mới đi ta?
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Ra bắt quả tang luôn á. Thì trong quest nó ghi là pursue mà. Follow the phantom cast to its destination. Nó nói là follow cái xe mà. Giả làm pawn để lên xe. Giả thế nào? Ra nói chuyện với thằng kia. Ra nói chuyện với nó này. Thôi.
You wish me to return at once, Master.
Cười chuồng quá. Thật á? Chắc không? Ồ, thằng này nó không nói gì.
Who are you? Come no closer.
Không có. Cởi cả vũ khí.
What's this? Only pawns? What's that dull
Vãi.
art playing at?
Cởi áo ra thì phải nhìn thấy cái vết sẹo trên ngực chứ. Make no sense.
Suppose it's all the same. The cargo's all I need to get the job done. In you get then.
Làm gì?
What's this? Only pawns? Suppose it's all the same. The cargo. Oh, it's cold out. Fine, I'm tired.
Quét này ảo thế.
Forgot to buy more drink. Could do with a proper.
Ôi, bọn con bị bỏ lại rồi.
What was that? Fine. Jumping in shadows.
Cái xe nó teleport được hay sao ấy?
We're under attack. Don't just stand there. Protect the cart. Drive the fiends back.
Xe teleport được mà. Có equip được vũ khí không? Equip có bị lộ không? À, cũng không cần. Ồ, bọn con đi theo kìa.
What's the hold up? Get in. What's the hold up?
Bọn kia không lên à?
How fare my fine passengers this evening? Don't know why I'm asking. I suppose you'll just have to listen then. You. They say you'll do whatever the officer says. You offer no complaint, quarrel, and you're undying to lose. You're well suited as slaves, if you ask me. Truth be told, I've lost count of how many of you I've transported these past few days. Still not the faintest idea or where they take you after I drop you off. I've ne'er seen one of you return. That says a lot. As some would tell it, you're serving as targets for new recruits undergoing spear training. Others say your lifeblood is squeezed out like juice from a grape to be offered to the Empress of Batal. Did that scare you?
Nó bán pon để làm bia training cho lính.
It's not like I know the truth of it anyhow. Not like I care. As long as I get my coin, I'm a happy man. I'm not fussed what happens to me.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
We're expecting your cargo. Open up.
I hear they follow whatever command they're given.
And they'll take any meeting without a word of complaint. Let's see for ourselves.
There's a ladder here.
Vãi nồi.
Built rather tough.
You going to fight back?
They may be undying, but they do seem to know
They're just taking it.
Mày có fight back được không?
What a ball! Just like hitting a kid's stump.
Enough! That's valuable merchandise you're toying with. Worth more than your wages combined. Have you prepared the cargo we're to carry alongside them? No? Well, get a move on. We're off.
Quest này có cả cutscene. Bây giờ mình mới được đi qua cánh cửa này. Lại bị trả về đúng cái chỗ nhà tù ban đầu.
On your knees, worthless vessels.
If we keep searching, I'm sure we'll find something.
Wait, you're not a pawn.
Sao biết?
We've an intruder in our midst. To arms!
Chết mày. Tính. Yeah.
We may not die.
Tanh kiểu gì ấy nhỉ? Sao mày cứ dí theo tao thế? Ủa sao? Làm quái gì cứ dí theo mình ấy nhỉ? Con tanh kia không có tác dụng à? Sao con tanh lại đứng nguyên trong một góc không làm gì vậy? Ủa? Bị kẹt tại sao? Lấy được cái gì đấy? Labor Requisition Order. Search the evidence. Đem về cho Captain Brand. Bearing the order forcibly procure upon labors. Cuối cùng vẫn không đi qua được cánh cửa này. Tụi con bị gì mà ôm đầu? Nãy giờ không xem đúng không? Ủa? Bọn này bị gì mà ôm đầu thật này? Bọn này bị sao vậy? À, bọn nó bị ảnh hưởng bởi cái viên Godsway. Tất cả con đều bị ảnh hưởng. Đứa nào cầm đấy? Hay là do cái cánh cổng mà ta? Hình như có cái thằng nào cầm cái staff. Có thằng nào cầm cái staff đỏ này. Nãy giờ không chơi đúng không? Xin lỗi, tưởng ý nói là cái bọn này, nhưng mà mình không để ý mấy đứa pawn kia. Hóa ra là có thằng nào đây nó cầm cái trượng. Hay là mình cứ mang cái lá thư này về. À đấy, thằng của nợ này. Làm sao để lấy cái trượng của nó nhỉ? Đấy. Kéo nó ra xa thì bọn kia tỉnh lại. Mà kéo lại gần là nó bị đau đầu. Không lút được cái trượng của nó ra. Mình có nên bắt thằng này theo cùng không thôi? Ồ, cầm theo vẫn không có tác dụng. Đứng trong hang không có tác dụng. Ui, thằng vứt mẹ đi. Chắc đéo cần đâu.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
You have my fullest confidence. Has there been some development, Your Majesty? Well now, you have divined the Oxcart's destination then. I see. So they were procuring pawns in order to carry out this excavation. The stuff we mention is most curious. It sounds as if 'tis of the same make as the jewel wielded by the Queen Regent's puppet.
Đấy, cái cây trượng nó có viên ngọc giống với cái con rối của Queen Regent.
I had heard pawns face much prejudice in Batal. Yet to hear that they are treated as tools to be discarded and given such perilous tasks, 'tis contemptible indeed. Volcanic Island has long been part of Batal's territory. The lake of lava present there is revered for its flames, which are sacred to the Batali people. Perhaps 'twould be considered blasphemy to give such work to their own. Or could this simply be a means of testing the efficacy of these jewels that allow for the control of pawns? I can offer naught but conjecture.
Con pawn này là bị bắt đi để thử nghiệm sức mạnh của mấy cái viên đá.
For now, we ought to aim our efforts towards proving that a member of the Vermundian court has been selling pawns. Should we succeed, even the Queen Regent herself could not deflect the people's displeasure. She would doubtless lose their confidence. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. The evidence you have gathered shall form the stalwart pillar upon which our rightful claim will rest. 'Tis most valuable. So pray, exercise the utmost care when deciding how it ought be used.
Last, the score is settled.
Momentum. Tăng stamina. Một chín chín, 1299. Tăng trả được nhiều lắm.
In the world before this, we failed to incriminate the Queen Regent, you see.
Rồi bây giờ đi làm quét kỵ sĩ không đầu.
Outstanding.
Okay.
Predicament. Would that all my pain was so
Good tidings to you. Are you the Arisen, perchance? I thought you might be the one. My husband spoke of you, you see. 'Tis through him I hear much of the gossip going around town. I suppose you're here to see him. You'll have to come another day, I fear. He's been sent out on a mission, and it's a perilous mission at that. I've heard he is to fell a Dullahan at the Ildua's resting place. I worry for him. I do hope he'll fare all right. Oh, Sir Ludolf, you say? Aye, we're acquainted. He's been coming around oft of late. As I recall, his visit started just before Gregor was given his new assignment. Why are you asking me about him? Does this have aught to do with my husband? What? No. You mean... not my Gregor? Sir Arisen, I beg of you, you must save my husband. You will be repaid, I swear it. No amount of gold can compare to his life. Just please, save him. Oh, thank goodness. Pray, go to him at once. My husband's life is in your hands, sir.
Let us do everything in our power to render aid to those in need. If we are to aid Sir Gregor, we must needs make for the Ildua's resting place. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
We shall wait here till your business is done.
Con kia vẫn mất tích à? Yennefer vẫn mất tích à?
My sincerest of Lady Wilhelmina is attending to a patron at present.
If that is what you wish, Arisen, I'll go on ahead.
Come, I'll lead the way.
We're hardly so destitute as to shun an ox cart's services.
Ủa xa thế? Huh. Dark Horse Cave. Đi từ trên này có khi nhanh hơn.
What say we ride one? To our destination.
You're here. Look there. New buds. The arbor heart is recovered. And as she and I are as one, you saved her. I will never forget this debt of gratitude as long as I live. The arbor heart seems gladdened to have new life in her boughs. It is joyous to behold. Fortunate I am that we crossed paths. Perhaps we can journey outside the arbor together again someday. I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
All is well, thanks to you. All is well.
Non lia Tilmo. Non lia Tilmo.
Ronde Minotaur.
So here of Molis.
trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
Over here, if you would.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Griffin gets the worm, as they say. That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
Allow me to alter our route, Master. By my calculations, this one will prove shorter.
An unlikely location for a path. Mayhap it leads to a hidden hoard of treasure.
I've a feeling 'tis best left untravelled. Am I the only one?
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Would that such tranquility could last.
'Tis as you say.
Pray, follow me.
And I might just let you live.
One arrow is all I need.
Tis this way.
Was outstanding, if I do say so myself.
Indeed, was enough to make one pity our foe.
'Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get go to waste.
Must hear of this tactic.
Unbelievable. Traveling beyond the rift, I came upon a cave whose secrets you have yet to discover. Just nearby. Shall I lead the way?
And they're tired of this.
Oh God! You have your
Ye really pushing your luck.
I'm done.
Ah! How do you like that? Ox carts are reliable, if naught else.
Well, with few other means of transport at our disposal.
Come, I'll lead the way. A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. I pray my efforts aid your cause.
Pray, follow me.
Shall we make them rue their own impatience?
If we must, let us finish this quickly. I'll turn you into a pit,
Ôi, được.
Over here, if you please. I fear we're going in circles.
We're lost, plain and simple. We ought to retrace our steps. I must admit, wonderful to strike through. Don't let us
You seem to have been chilled. Are you all right?
They mean us harm. How adorable.
I suppose 'tis so.
I did my best to match your skill, Master. Focused attack or end this foe.
Feast your eyes on this. To think I'd be caught unaware.
Phải nó kia không?
I am shamed.
We were overconfident in our abilities.
Ồ, có người.
Painful reminder that fortune will not always favor us.
You? What are you doing?
What? Ủa.
I fought a Dullahan and shall live to tell the tale. But, fie, I've just remembered. See, I hadn't thought I'd return alive, but I didn't want to worry my wife when I departed. So I took a letter with me just in case, and when the tide of battle threatened to overwhelm us, I sent a runner to bear it to my wife, mere moments before your arrival. It would be an awkward thing for her to read my final farewell, only for me to arrive on the morrow, fit as a fiddle. Though I dare say she'd forgive me. It will be a blessing enough to see her again. I can ask for no more than that. Right, I'd best be off, if I'm to make it home before that letter arrives. Oh, and if I've not said it yet, thank you, sir. I'm well and truly in your debt.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome. The beast is felled. Lady Margaret will be eager for the good tidings. We had best not keep her waiting. I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next? Predicament.
Sir Arisen, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us.
You've my humblest gratitude, sir. If not for you, I'd ne'er have made it home. Still, I doubt this is the last we'll be hearing from Sir Ludolf. He's not like to admit defeat after only one attempt. Where will I be sent next, I wonder?
Have you not heard, my love? Sir Ludolf has fallen deathly ill.
He has?
Aye, he was poisoned. From the tell of it, it was concealed in a gift. A bottle of wine or some such. But I suppose 'tis not so surprising. A dastardly man like that must have had no shortage of enemies.
True enough. I'm sure no few held a grudge against him for all he's done.
Indeed. Perhaps one might call this his just deserts.
We've arrived, just as planned.
I like to come here.
We are to share information. With the coral snakes to lure out our foe. Mayhap the jail is our best avenue for this. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell us, there's been a shift. The chain of command.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose.
Tao thối mà cũng tạo.
I can't tell you how I suffered at the hands of golems in that other world. I hope I shan't see another for some time.
I trust you. You've all inspected our equipment?
Off we go, then.
I hope you slept well.
Anh nhảy qua nhà tắm nữ bị con Pon kể với chủ hắn thật à? Maybe.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Trong cái game này cảm giác như cái gì chúng nó cũng kể được ấy.
Always a pleasure.
Look as long as you please.
Someone comes looking for a fight.
Come to think of it,
How can I get more customers to shop? These my days, naught but toil.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Quên mất đây là đi Murph.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
perhaps new discoveries await us above.
This ox cart, I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Text you.
Now's your chance!
You'll not live to regret this. these writings could be of import?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Fools. We'll see who's got the right.
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll go on through.
Beg pardon, sir, but I...
I've got to be...
This ox cart's bound for back. You've got to pay before we depart.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
Someday, I'll forge a blade fit to slay a dragon.
If 'tis a blacksmith you need, I can't help you. Oh ho! 'Tis a regalia sword you want restored, is it? That's a first. All right, give us a look then. Now here's a masterwork of craftsmanship if I e'er saw one. Not to blow my own horn, but I wager I'm the only blacksmith who could set this ailing steel to rights. But, as I've said, I've lain down my tools, and before you start begging, know that I don't intend to pick them back up. Well, why are you still standing there? Leave an old man in peace.
That went rather poorly, I fear. What are we to do now? That went rather poorly, I fear. What are we to do now?
Still here, are you? My smithing days are done. I'll not be repairing that sword, or aught else for that matter.
Beg pardon, sir, but I couldn't help overhearing your conversation with Brocker. You'll have to forgive him. He's been in a foul mood ever since we got cut off from the fuel for our forge. Though, he's always been a bit crotchety, come to think of it.
Enough cheek, you wool-brained wastrel. Now, I'm off to the tavern. Can I count on you to mind things here while I'm gone?
Of course you can. You go enjoy yourself. Psst. Hang about, eh? When he's gone, you and I can talk. 'Twas special made to use glimmer coal, mined from a nearby cavern. Till the monsters settled in, that is. Neither of us can go anywhere near the place now. Listen, Brocker's too proud to ask for help, but I'm not. Would you be willing to go out to the cavern and mine us up some glimmer coal? I'll take as much as you can carry. Should you succeed, I reckon he'll change his mind about restoring that blade of yours. Now, true to its name, glimmer coal emits a pale light. So you'll want to cast your eyes about for any glowing spots when you get to the cavern. Oh, suppose you'll be needing the name of the place. Digger's Ruins 'tis called. I'll count on you to bring lots of the stuff back.
If we can procure some glimmer coal from Digger's Ruins, Sir Brocker ought to have a change of heart about the regalia sword. I can guide you there, if you wish.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way. Come, I'll lead the way. Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me?
Suppose begging for a reprieve would get as far with one of his lots.
Understood. They are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Well, well. Color me a surprise.
Oh shit.